Test 1 2. Test, test, test. 1 2 3. Testing. Des Moines Capitals hockey. All right, welcome to Des Moines Capitals hockey. 2019-2000 season for this Des Moines Capitals team getting ready to get underway. In net today, we have a very bad angle here. So in net today is Ethan Burney. Number 23, Mason Porp. And number 3, Hunter Hubbard. And it looks like number 7, Jake Wiersma is down there. They have their weird starting lineup here, not at center ice. Trying to see down through the players. Said Porp already. Hubbard. Wiersma. Porp's out there, and there's one more I can't see. Clark Kruger. All right, we're going to do the national anthem and be back with the start of the 2019-2020 season. All right, national anthem over. Getting ready to drop the puck for the 2019-2020 season. Over in Fremont, Nebraska, Capitals wearing their dark jerseys going to your right on the screen, and the Flyers wearing their light gray silver jerseys going to your left on the screen. Well, you guys aren't going to your left and right, I guess. You're going up and back, and I have no idea what direction's in front of us. We are on the very end of the rink here. The best spot they could find us. All right, see if we can do play-by-play from the corner of the ice right here. Hopefully I can. Face-off center ice, and the Capitals win their face-off. Port brings it down, tried to bring it down into the Flyers in the rink, but chasing after is Wiersma all the way down into the defensive zone up on the left side. Oh, hard hit on Capitals player, took a hard hit. Clark Kruger comes in, shot on net. McKinney with the save. Capitals keep it in on the far side. And the puck squirts free all the way out to the neutral zone, and I'm trying to see who received that hit. It's hard to see the numbers. I think it was Porp that took the hit down on the far side of the ice. Capitals bring it back to the neutral zone, picked off by Fremont. Fremont brings it all the way down, and the Capitals in the rink. Shot over the head of Bernie, sent wide, and the Capitals bring it up their left side of the ice, our right. Dump back into the Capitals in the rink. Back to play. It is number 6 for the Capitals. Carson Davison plays it in behind his own goaltender and tried to clear it out. Capitals get it at the neutral zone, bring it up through center ice. Clark Kruger whiffed on it right up in front of us here. Nice view here. Capitals can hang on to it. Back the other direction it goes. And the Flyers bring it down into the Capitals into the rink. Picked up at center ice. Dumped back down in the Capitals defensive zone. Young has it down in the far corner. And the puck squirts free. This may be icing on the Capitals, and it is. 15:31 left in the first period. And it's a 0-0 hockey game. Missing a few players tonight. Congratulations to Waukee, as Paulus is won another football game, so his season continues on. Caleb Paulus with the win last night. So Capitals bring it all the way down. Shot on net. Tanner Chris, number 15 for the Capitals, puts it right on net, and McKinney hangs on to it for the Flyers. And Tommy Collins with an injury still. Suffered in football. He is missing tonight's game. I think that's it for injuries. Injuries and football players. Be nice to have Caleb back in the lineup and get him into hockey shape. Had a few football players come back already, and they decided that it's not the same type of fitness in football as it is hockey. They are quite sore after a week of dry land and a week of hockey. Capitals bring it up the far side. That was Webb with it, picked off at center ice, and these Flyers send it all the way down into the Capitals in the rink. Chasing after it is Young. Young picks it up in the far corner. Left there for Gabe Myers. And the Capitals bring it up through neutral zone. Left on the far side, tipped in by Starr. And the Capitals trying to hang on to it down in their offensive zone. Can't quite do it. And the Flyers bring it across the blue line. Sent down in deep. And not going to get there for icing. Puck comes back out to center ice. Legler to play it. Legler brings it up on the near side. Dumps it all the way down into the Flyers in the rink. And we're going to get an offsides call on Legler. I think he brought it across the blue line with one of his teammates already into the zone. So we're going to get a whistle. They're going to call icing, it looks like. They're going to call icing on this instead of offsides. 14-12 left of the first period. 0-0 hockey game. Faceoff's going to be to the stick side of Bernie. Capitals win the faceoff. They draw it on the near side, and sorry, folks, puck's left the playing surface. Hopefully you guys got a nice video feed. We upgraded our computer this year just a few weeks ago, and able to do almost 1080 high definition, only doing 720 as the internet's not quite strong enough everywhere to do the 1080, but it looks pretty decent on both the screens I'm seeing it on, so hopefully you guys can see it a lot better than you have in the past. Puck goes all the way down, and the Capitals in the rink chasing after it is Stiles. Stiles chips it off the half boards, brings it out to the neutral zone, back to Stiles. Stiles sends it all the way over to the far side, and the Flyers pick it up in behind their own goal line, playing on an Olympic-sized ice, a little bit bigger ice, a lot bigger ice, I should say, than Buccaneer Arena. Capitals dig it out in the corner. That's Porp. Porp can hang on to it. Kept in by Hubbard. Hubbard dumps it down on the far side. Right in front of us now. Puck comes free. Capitals keep it in. Hubbard does. Skates at the blue line with it. Try to hang on to it. Capitals keep possession of it. And Porp's going to, Webb's going to chase it off on the far boards. Back out to center ice. Webb has it now across the blue line down into the Capitals, or in the Flyers in the rink. Back to Baxter. Baxter has it now down below the goal line. It's a lot further distance between the wall, the end boards here, and that red line, the goal line. Probably a couple of feet. Capitals fired on net. Shot saved by McKinney. And going to get a whistle. 12:46 left in the first period. All knotted up at 0. As, of course, I'm streaming the Buccaneers game, too, at halfway through the first period. The Bucs are up 1-0 on Lincoln. Lincoln Bucs picked up a good win last night against Madison at home. Capitals win the faceoff down their offensive zone. Shot saved by McKinney. Sent off to the far side. And the Capitals couldn't hang on to it at the blue line. Comes all the way out to the neutral zone. Long pass over to Webb. Webb turns, brings it to Baxter. Baxter tried a centering pass out front, and that centering pass went all the way down. Actually going to just get past Bernie. And the Capitals retrieve it in their defensive zone. Leaves it there for Wiersma. Wiersma brings it up across the neutral zone. Sent over to the far side. And I don't know if I mentioned this is a varsity game, as JV will play second over here in Fremont. On the far side to play it is Legler. Legler leaves it there for Bragg. And the puck comes all the way down into the Flyers into the rink. Right in front of us now. Played on the near boards to to Stars. On the far side, Legler. Legler has it now at the goal line. Back out to the blue line. Some space here. Shot. Just went wide to McKinney. Back to play it is Legler. Legler receives a hard hit. And the Capitals have it back out to the neutral zone. Sent over to the far side. Capitals going to skate up to our right. As you guys are looking straight down the ice. The Capitals left. Porp with it on the far side. Porp comes in with a hit. Back on the near side. Flyers pick it up. And Clark Kruger keeps it in on the blue line over on the near boards. And the Flyers send it out. Back out to the retriever. It's Kruger. Kruger tries to dance around the defenseman. Couldn't do it. And the Flyers bounce it off one of their own players on the bench and get a whistle. 10:51 left of the first period, knotted up at 0. Pam Starr watching from Wisconsin. Great picture, great. I'm glad it's good. Sam Knopfler's number, I do believe Knopfler is 34. Capitals lose the faceoff. And it's sent out to the neutral zone. Back to play it is Wiersma. Wiersma at the blue line. Left there for Webb. And the Flyers pick it off. They turn and send it down into the Capitals' defensive zone. Kruger back to play it down below the goal line. On the near boards. Here comes the Capitals back the other direction across the blue line. That's Webb. Webb has it now. He spins and turns. Leaves it there for Wiersma. Back to Wiersma at the blue line. And I missed it here. And the Capitals score! And I was just getting ready to announce the Capitals are on the Little Debbie Snack Cake power play. As I did not see the penalty. The scoreboard's so far away, I didn't even see it. But as they were coming down the ice, I noticed that there was only 4 gray players out there, which is Fremont, and the Capitals go up 1-0. 10:29 left in the first period. All right, 1-0 hockey game on the power play goal. Clark Kruger gets the power play goal, assisted by number 7, Wiersma. Flyers have it down in the Capitals' end of the rink. Capitals send it on the far side. All the way up through center ice, and they're going to get a whistle here. I think we got another penalty coming. Going to get a roughing call on the Flyers. And we have a new sponsor this year. Just picked them up here in the last couple of weeks. You guys can find Picket Fish Creamery at any of your local grocery stores in Iowa. They're out of Granger. They have the best chocolate milk, the best ice cream anywhere. So look for it at your local grocery stores. Good friends of mine. I see them all the time out there on the route. So one more time here, in case you guys didn't see it. All right, power play unit out there for the Capitals. 124 left of the power play for the Caps. Wiersma to Webb. Baxter out there, number 29. Hubbard and Kruger on the right side, my right side, his left. Capitals bring it back down in the zone, left there for Webb. And he hung on to it, I'm not sure, momentarily, and then the Flyers chip it out. He had 3 guys on top of him. He was trying to control the puck. Here comes Kruger all the way in. No shot, tipped in front, and Capitals still working it. Where Baxter cleared off to the side. Baxter picks it up on the left-hand side of the ice for us. Over to play it is Kruger. Kruger dumps it down below the goal line. Christ has it on the far side at the goal line. Left there to the top side to Kruger. Kruger leaves it there and got tipped at the last second, and it chips out of the zone. Back to play it is Wiersma, and the Capitals change up. Wiersma brings it across the blue line. He's going to get a shot off and ricochets high off the glass. Capitals pick it up on the far side. Chris with it. Chris leaves it there at the blue line. Back into the corner it goes, and Chris in hard in the corner picks up the puck. Chris still has it, trying to work it. Shot towards the net. Just went over the head of McKinney. Nice effort by Chris. Nice hard hit by Porp. Chris picks it up in behind the goal line, and he's working it in behind the goalie all the way out to the point. Back to full-strength hockey, 5-on-5 hockey. Picked up in the corner by Young. Back out to the blue line. Shot right out front. And it was that Chris couldn't get a handle of that puck as he was getting pushed. And the Flyers send it all the way down into the Capitals end of the rink. Flyers pick it up down below the goal line on the left side. Sent over to the far side now. The Capitals trying to pick it up off the half boards. Back out to center ice, and the Flyers bring it across the blue line down on the Capitals' defensive side of the ice. Picked off by Starr. Starr brings it up center ice, all the way down across the blue line. Starr's looking for some help, and all of his teammates were changing up, and the Flyers pick it up through the neutral zone. And the Capitals intercept that right at the blue line. Back to play it is Davison. Davison over to Legler. Legler goes wide on it. Into the corner it goes. Capitals pick it up to Bragg. Bragg at the blue line. Shot! And picked off at the last second. And the Flyers bring it down into the Capitals in the rink. Shot on net. Saved by Bernie. 6:49 left in the first period. Capitals up 1-0. Capitals on the far side. Starr dumped it down into the Flyers into the rink. Over to play it is Bragg. And the Capitals making some quick line changes here as change it up again as they dumped it down into their offensive zone of the ice. Capitals pick it up in behind Bernie now, send it on the half boards, kept in by the Flyers at the blue line. Bragg out there for the Capitals. I do believe Gabe Myers is out there. It's hard to see those numbers all the way down on the far side of the ice. Here comes the puck right at me, and it's going to take an icing. You might have heard the puck hit the boards there, and it's going to be icing on the Capitals. 5:56 left in the first period, 1-0 hockey game. Jeremy Vokes, how are you doing, buddy? Haven't heard from you in a long time. Jeremy Vokes down in Florida, where it's nice and warm. Kathy Kruger listening. How you doing, Kathy? I saw Don out there cleaning his leaves before we left on the bus today. He should not be on that ladder up high. If we would have had more time, I would have sent the Capital players over there to clean out the eave troughs. Capitals bring it all the way down, and the Flyers in the rink. Picked off, and the Flyers back up through center ice. left there on the far side, trying to get it past Hubbard. Shot on net, saved by Bernie. And the Flyers keep it in at the blue line. Centering pass out front, broken up, and the Capitals are going to come up with it on the half boards. Back out to the neutral zone, picked off by Kruger, and we're going to get played with the hand pass, I do believe. 5:15 left in the first period. Has the play blown dead by a hand pass. Bo Lazard, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you on here. Connor Parashos, good to see you. I saw you at Quick Trip this morning. Capitals win the face-off. I asked Connor if he wanted to come over here and play this afternoon. Put a nice smile on his face, and he said he'd love to. Puck comes all the way down, and the Flyers in the rink chasing after his Webb. Shot on net, save, loose! And Tanner Chris knocking on the door as the puck was loose on the goal line. He could not get back to it to tap it home, and the goaltender for the Flyers, McKinnon, with a big save. .456 left in the period. Baxter with the faceoff to our right side, the goalie's stick side, and the Flyers win the faceoff, chip it off the boards, and the Flyers are going to bring it in behind their own goaltender. Sent over to the far side, tipped in front. Webb has it. Ryan Webb, top of the circles. Dances around one. Got a clean shot. Couldn't hang on to it. Centering pass out front. And Tanner Christ couldn't hang on to it as it was a hard pass from Webb. Went right over his stick and off to the half boards. Capitals pick it up now all the way down in their own end of the rink. And here they come back again. Christ and Stiles. Chris brings it all the way in. Backhanded shot. Shot, save, and Webb with the shot on net. McKinney with the save. And Tanner Christ with a nice pass out to Webb. But the goaltender stands strong and keeps this a 1-0 hockey game. 4:20 left in the first period. 1-0 hockey game here. 1-0 at Buccaneer Arena with 4:05 left in the first period there. Buccaneers playing the Lincoln Stars tonight. Buccaneers have been solid at home this year with only, I think, one loss, and that came in a shootout at home. I think against Dubuque. Dubuque hadn't been beaten yet. Shot on net, saved by Bernie. And we're going to get a whistle. The net came off. 4:03 left in the first period. Caps up 1-0. Face off to the stick side of Bernie. Capitals win the face-off, chipped it off the glass, and kept in on the blue line. We're going to get played with a high stick here, I do believe, and then Capitals get called with a high stick. Played with, no, we're going to get a tripping call. And that's going to go against Legler. Legler into the sin bin. And Capitals is going to be on the Des Moines Printing penalty kill. Big or small, give Tyler Scott a call at Des Moines Printing for all your printing needs. He can do, like it says on the flyer, flyers from business cards to posters to just about anything you need printed. Make sure you mention the Des Moines Capitals, and he'll give you the Des Moines Capitals discount. Flyers with it, down in their Capitals into the rink, out there on the penalty kill unit for the Capitals. Hubbard, Wiersma, Kruger, and we got one more out there somewhere. I just got to focus and see where they're at. I think it's Tanner Chris. Nope, it's Davison. Capitals pick it up, bring it back the other way, right at the blue line, center ice action, and the Capitals try to dump it down and deep, kept in at the blue line, and here comes Kruger. Kruger shorthanded try, trying to get across the blue line. He just hangs on to it, circles back around, back out the center ice he goes. Tried to get it in deep, picked off by the Flyers. Back to Kruger's stick, and Kruger just makes it smart, sends it back down in their defensive zone, making the Flyers chase after it. And the Capitals send it 180 feet or maybe 200 feet in this big sheet of ice, the opposite direction. 46 seconds left in the penalty for Legler. 2:36 left in the first period. Capitals dump it back down, and the Flyers into the rink. Flyers back to retrieve it, play it right in front of their goaltender. Jones does. Jones brings it up through center ice, down into the Capitals into the rink. The Flyers come. 24 seconds left on the penalty kill for the Capitals. Young in the corner, cleared it out. Nice job by Young, and he sends it all the way down to this side of the ice. Flyers pick it up in behind their own goaltender on the near side. Sends it over to the far side and kept in by the Capitals. Nice penalty kill unit for the Capitals, and we're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Battle in the corner is Porp. Porp comes up with it with a little help by Webb. And Webb picks it up on the half boards. He got some room left there for Brunell. Brunell to Hubbard, or Webb. Webb has it over to the far side. Right out front, Porp, shot, no! Mason Porp makes this a 2-0 hockey game at 1:30 left in the first period. And I do believe that's going to be an assist by, it might be Brunell on the assist. We'll have to wait and see. 1:03 left in the first period, 2-0 hockey game. .128 left in the first period. 2-0 hockey game. Let's see here. I'll have to check on point streak here. I could not understand a word he was saying. I know Porp got the goal. I didn't hear an assist on that. Capitals have it down in behind their own goaltender. That's Knopfler with it. Knopfler at the goal line and gets picked off by the Flyers, sent over to the far side. Knopfler in hard. Capitals playing it down and deep. Now they bring it up through the neutral zone. And Brunell sends it down and deep. Brunell's going to try to catch up to it on the far side. Nice hit by Brunell. Kept in at the blue line. And now it comes free. Knopfler plays it on the far side. He brings it back in right at the blue line. Back and forth. Goes back out. 31 seconds remain in the period. One more shot for the Capitals here. Brings it down into the offensive zone for the Capitals was Baxter. And we're going to get a whistle as the puck came in offsides. 21.5 seconds left in the first period. Get a little break in the action here. I see if I can pull up that high school webpage here and get our game up and going for the stats. Let's see, we are here. Let's see if this pulls up. It did as the period clicks down. Oh, Mason Porp's goal was unassisted. I'm surprised by that. The Flyers bringing down into the Capitals in rink on the far side. To play it is Davison. Davison leaves it there down below his goaltender. And that's going to do it after one period of play. The Capitals 2, the Flyers 0. Shots on net. They don't have shots on net. No shots recorded. So hopefully they'll update that in between periods. All right, back with you with varsity action here over in Fremont, Nebraska as we kick off the 2019-2020 season. Off to a good start so far as the Des Moines Capitals up 2-0 on the Fremont Flyers. I was told shots were in favor of the Capitals 7-1. I'm not 100% sure it ever got updated on the webpage. As I am still waiting. Nope, they still didn't register anything. Still waiting on Rob Paulus to join us as soon as football season's over because I am trying to run all of this by myself, and it certainly is nice with an extra pair of eyes and extra voice as good as Rob Paulus is to be back in the broadcast booth with me here in a few weeks. Capitals wearing their purple jerseys, and I'm going to say they are skating to the far side of the ice. That's probably, as you guys see it, to the far side. And coming at us will be the Flyers in their gray jerseys. Starting lineup for the Capitals in the second period is Kruger and Porp, Hubbard, Davison, and Wiersma. And here comes the Flyers all the way down into the Capitals in the rink. Shot on net, and Bernie with a big save for the Capitals. Face-off's going to be to Bernie's stick side. And my son Tyler Scott and my dad just jumped on, so we are not on the penalty kill yet, but I will give my son a little bit of love here as put up Des Moines Printing, big or small, give Tyler Scott a call for Des Moines Printing as we get a whistle here. So that is Tyler Scott's business, former Des Moines Capitals player and my son with Des Moines Printing. And he is our proud sponsor of the penalty kill all season long. Face off to the stick side of Bernie. Kruger with the face-off win, sends it on to the far side to Stiles. Picked off by the Flyers in behind the Capitals goaltender. And Kruger picks it up on the near boards. Oh, sent out to the blue line and barely kept in by the Flyers. Capitals still struggling to get it out of their own end of the ice. Over on the far side. Porp sends it up to the center ice. And now Clark Kruger has it on the far side, right side of the ice. Drop pass back to Stiles. Stiles on the shot on net was Knopfler. Nice shot and nice save by McKinney for the Flyers. Puck comes all the way back down into the Capitals into the rink. Icing on the Flyers. 15:42 left on the second period. 2-0 hockey game. Face off to the stick side of the Flyers goaltender. And the Flyers win the face off. Capitals pick it up at the blue line though. Young keeps it in. Sent over to the far side. Webb has it on the half boards. Back out to Chris. Chris fires it towards the net. Just went wide. Bounce the puck into the corner. Chris over to the opposite side of the ice to pick it up. And he falls down. Gets right back up. Couldn't keep it in was Young. Back out to the neutral zone. Piled up in front of the Capitals bench. Here comes the Flyers down into the Capitals into the rink. Open shot just went over the head of Bernie as the Capitals left the forward player open on the right side of the ice. Nice hard shot over the head of Bernie. Puck's all the way down and the Flyers in the rink. Shot towards the net, saved by McKinney. Nice shot by Baxter. And the Capitals can't keep it in. Puck comes all the way down, and the Capitals in the rink chasing after it is Young. Young has it, sends it all the way across, and that's going to be icing on the Capitals. 14:45 left of the second period. Caps up 2-0. Well, I haven't tried it yet today. I'm going to try to. I got 3 broadcasts going here. Let's see if we have enough internet to jump on Twitter here real quick. See if, yep, so far so good. And we are live on Twitter. See if we keep a strong feed here. Capitals lose the face-off. Back out to the blue line. Flyers keep it in. Chipping down into the Capitals into the rink. Picked off by Davison. Davison sends on to the far side. Flyers keep it in. They dump it right back down below the goal line. To pick it up is Wiersma for the Capitals. Centering pass out front, broken up by Davison, and Davison at the goal line sends it off the half boards, and the Capitals still can't get it out of the zone. Dump back down in behind Bernie, sent over to the far side. Right out front, and Ethan Bernie is going to hang on to it. 14:08 left in the second. Capitals struggling here early in the second period. Oh, I don't have the score up there. Let's get the score up there. Let's go here. There we go. Second period action, 14:08 left in the second period. 2-0 Capitals. Capitals win the faceoff. Back in the corner it goes. Knopfler with it. Knopfler to Starr. But the Flyers keep control of the puck on the far side. Centering pass out front. Oh, boy, almost put in by his own player, Knopfler. As puck squirts free. Capitals pick it up in behind their own goaltender. Sent over to the far side by Kruger. And here comes the Capitals' first line coming all the way down into the Flyers in the rink. Kruger gets around the defenseman. Down on the half boards to Stiles. Stiles fires it in. Shot towards the net. And saved by McKinney for the Flyers. Capitals pick it up on the left-hand side of the ice. Back out to the blue line. Tipped in front, and they're going to squirt free out to the neutral zone, trying to get around Knopfler. Nice hit by Knopfler, and we're going to get an interference call on Knopfler. 13:14 left in the second period, and Knopfler is going to go to the sin bin. Player and my son, give him a call at Des Moines Printing. Face off down to the Capitals in the rink. Penalty kill unit out there for the Capitals. Christ, Baxter, Young, and I'll see the fourth player here as soon as he turns. I don't know who it is. Looks like Gabe Myers out there, but I'm not sure if it's Gabe on the point or not. Shot saved. Shorthanded try for the Capitals as Tanner Christ, shorthanded try. It is Gabe Myers. Gabe Myers out there on the penalty kill. Just saw his sleeve there. Well, as we got a little break in action, the Capitals action. Coming back out for the second period right now for the Buccaneers, and it's a 1-0 hockey game at Bucks Arena. Flyers win the faceoff on the power play for the, and what do we get here? We're going to get a hand pass. A little slow start here for the power play for the Flyers. .123 left on the penalty kill unit. Baxter, Christ, Myers, and Young out there for the Capitals. Face off right outside the Capitals defensive zone. Shot towards the net, went wide of Bernie. Over to play it is Christ. And the puck comes free all the way down into the behind the Capitals goal line. Sent over to the far side. Myers picks it up. Myers, nice smart play, and he sends it 200 feet the opposite direction. Flyers goaltender comes out to play it. Just under a minute remaining in the penalty kill for the Capitals. Capitals with it now. Keeping the clock a-ticking away. And the Flyers set up in behind their own goaltender. Bring it all the way up through center ice. Down into the Capitals in the rink. Shot, and that's going to go up into the protective netting, and the whistle, the play is blown dead by the whistle. 31 seconds left on the penalty kill unit. 11:45 left in the second period. 2-0 hockey game. Capitals change up their penalty kill unit as Wiersma, Davison, Starr, and Legler's out there for the Capitals. Capitals win the face-off. They send it all the way down the left side of the ice, all the way down into the Flyers into the rink. Flyers pick it up in behind their own goaltender. They set up. 14 seconds left on the power play unit for the Flyers. Flyers bring it all the way down, and the Capitals in the rink. Sit wide, picked by Wiersma, and he gets it up out of the zone. That's going to do it for the penalty kill for the Capitals as we get an extra player back, and it's 5-on-5 hockey. Knopfler goes to the bench, and Kruger comes out on the ice for the Capitals. And now the penalty kill unit's changing up. Bernie gets a save. Sent over to the far side to Hubbard. Hubbard, long pass up, all the way up to Legler. Legler brings it down into the Flyers in the rink. Shot on net, just went high. The goaltender didn't actually get on net. Kruger with it now. Comes up the high slot. Shot by Hubbard, went wide. Back to play it is Kruger down on the inboards. Kruger comes back up with it. Trying to walk around the goaltender. Right out in front. Centering pass out from to Porup. He couldn't hang on to it. And the play back the other direction as the Flyers dumps it down into the Capitals in the rink. Bernie leaves it there for Wiersma. Wiersma, long pass up to Kruger. And the Capitals bring it down into the Flyers in the rink. Capitals turn it over. Back out to the blue line, and the puck comes all the way down into the Capitals defensive zone right in front of us as the players come crashing into the net. Stiles crashing hard into the net. Tied up in the corner. And the Capitals come up with it. Nice job by Hubbard. Hubbard with it all the way up through center ice. On the left side, he's going to get a shot off. Saved by, I forgot the goalie's name. McKinney. Shot on net, saved by Bernie. Came from the outside the zone. And Bernie's going to do a long pass up to Hubbard. To Webb. Actually, it was Webb. Webb brings it to Baxter. Shot on net, saved by McKinney. Steered off into the corner. The puck's free at the blue line, and that's going to go off the players' bench. And the ref blows the play dead at 9:33 left in the second period. 2-0 hockey game. Well, as soon as that happened, the Buccaneers score early in the second period, make it a 2-0 hockey game against the Lincoln Stars at 18:11 left in the second period. The Bucs are up 2-0. Puck comes all the way down into the Capitals in the rink. Back to play it is Myers. Myers leaves it there for Webb. Webb has it in behind their own goaltender. It's sent over to the far side to Christ. Christ up to the blue line. Long pass up all the way up to Baxter. Shot on net. Saved by Kinney. And the Capitals keep it alive in the corner. Bouncing puck. Flyers come up with it up through the center ice to our right side of the ice. The Flyers bring it down into the Capitals in the rink. Flyers still has it. Centering pass out front and bouncing puck just went over to the stick of the guy sitting in the high slot for the Flyers. Picked off by Baxter now on the half boards. Centering pass out to Christ. Couldn't quite catch up to it. Back to play it at the blue line. Young gets it up to Christ in front of the Capitals players. And the Capitals changing up. Chris goes on the bench, and it looks like Jack Starr comes out for him. Flyers bring it all the way down, and the Capitals in the rink. Hard hit by Myers. Myers sent it over to the far side. Left there for Bragg. On the goalie stick side. Young comes up with it in behind his own goaltender. Young on the near side now. And the Flyers bring it all the way in. Sticks everywhere. Couldn't get a shot off. Puck goes to the far side. And the Flyers have it in behind the Capitals goal line on the far side of the ice. Over to play is Myers, and Myers tried to clear it out. Picked off by the Flyers. Shot on net. Saved by Bernie. 7:55 left in the second period, and Ethan Bernie comes up big for the Capitals. 2-0 hockey game. Face off to the stick side of Bernie. Kruger with the face-off. Out there with Davison, Wiersma, Porup, and Hubbard. Flyers keep it in. Tipped in front, went wide of Bernie. Capitals send it over to the far side, having trouble getting it out of the zone right now. And the Flyers sending pass out front, broken up by Hubbard. Hubbard chips it off the half boards, and the Capitals get it out of the zone. Kruger going down the left side of the ice. He gets around the last defender shot on the net, saved by McKinney. Capitals left all alone right out front, shot by Kruger, and just gets tipped at the last second. Loose puck in front of McKinney, and the Flyers come up with it at the blue line, and they chip it off the far boards. Sent right back in by the Capitals, and the Flyers have it in behind their own goal line. Flyers bring it all the way down, and the Capitals in the rink. Over to play it is Stiles. Stiles cleared it out of the zone, gets it up to Webb, and I'm trying to see who took the shot there. Might have been Porp. Considering pass out front, Stiles keeps it in. And here comes the Flyers back the other way. That's going to be icing on the Flyers. 6:33 left in the second period, 2-0 hockey game. Hey, Kelly Scott, I see my wife is watching, or was watching. She's at the Buccaneer Arena. She jumped there on Facebook watching. Not sure if she's still watching, but hi, Kelly. I think Kelly's going to come to the home opener next week. Puck's tied up in the far side, down in the Flyers' defensive side of the ice. Shot went wide. And the puck comes all the way back out to center ice. That was a nice shot by Stiles. Just went wide of the goaltender McKinney. And now it's offsides, I think, on Flyers here. Faceoff's going to be outside the Capitals' defensive zone. Flyers have it all the way down, and the Capitals in the rink to the right side of Bernie. Searing pass out front, broken up by Stiles. Shot on net, saved by Bernie. And now we got a couple of players tossing in the corner here. And everybody gets up. Extra slash by the guy in gray on Stiles. No call. Puck goes all the way down into the Flyers in the rink. And we're going to get a penalty on the Capitals. We're going to get 2 minutes interference on. Nope. Is it interference? Is there a penalty, Bragg? Looks like Baxter's going to the sin bin. 2 minutes for interference. Capitals. Sure, you mentioned the Des Moines Capitals, and Tyler Scott will give you the Capitals discount. Power play unit out there for the Capitals. Young, penalty kill, I'm sorry. Young and Myers. Legler and Starr out there for the Capitals on the penalty kill unit. Sending pass out front, broken up by Young, and the Capitals clear it out on the left side, all the way back out to center ice. Flyers set up in behind their own goaltender. Sending pass all the way up, down in through center ice. Shot, and off the protecting netting in behind the goaltender, and the play is blown dead. Well, way back when, that would have been whistle a two-line pass, but that rule went away a long time ago, and the Flyers are able to take advantage of that. Unless they do it in a younger age divisions, which I don't think they do. Capitals win the face-off, send it all the way down 200 feet the opposite direction. Nice penalty kill unit so far for the Capitals. Hubbard, Kruger, Davison, and Wiersma out there for the penalty kill unit now for the Capitals. And sorry, folks, puck's left the playing surface. 4:31 left in the second. 1:01 left in the penalty kill for the Capitals. Capitals win the faceoff, draw back to Wiersma on the half boards. Hubbard gets it up to Kruger. Capitals still can't get it out. Left on the half boards. Flyers play it. 50 seconds left on the penalty kill. Flyers with it on the far side. Davison giving the guy the business in front of the net. Back and forth it goes. And it's going to get... Nope, they let him go. Davison and the young man in front of the net for the Flyers going back and forth. Kept it clean, kept it shoulder to shoulder, and kind of hip to hip there, and they continue on. Here comes the Flyers back down and the Capitals into the rink. 16 seconds remaining on the penalty kill. Bernie with the save. Shot again, Bernie with the save. And sorry, folks, puck's left to playing surface. 6 seconds remaining on the penalty kill for the Capitals. 3:36 left in the second period. 2-0 hockey game. Hi, Phyllis, watching from Des Moines. How you doing? Go Caps. Capitals win the faceoff. Webb with it. Webb one-on-one going back the other way. Shorthanded try and shot on net. Saved by McKinney, and back to 5-on-5 hockey at the 3:26 mark of the second period. Played off in the far corner. Capitals with it. Bouncing puck right in front of the net. Back out to the point. Fires it. Shot. Tipped in front by Tanner Christ. And just went wide of the goaltender. Capitals, nice job keeping it in. Knopfler with it on the blue line. Centering packs out to Stiles. Stiles fires it. Just goes wide of McKinney. Over to the near boards to play it as Webb. And the Flyers chip it up out of the zone. Puck goes all the way down, and the Capitals in the rink. Chipped off the end boards by Stiles. Kept in by the Flyers on the blue line. And Knopfler plays it on the far side. Puck goes all the way down into the Flyers into the rink. Bragg has it on the half boards. Or the end boards, more or less. Back to Stiles. Fires it. Shot just goes high off the protective netting above the goaltender, and the play is blown dead. 2:22 left in the second period. Got a full house up there on the scoreboard as 2:22 left in the second period with a 2-0 hockey game. Not a great poker hand, but I would bet on it and probably lose. Capitals win the faceoff. Shot towards the net. Just tipped wide. And the Capitals have it on the far side. Left there for Bragg. Legler in the corner to dig it out with Bragg. Flyers come up with it. And the net comes off. 2:08 left of the second. Tony Dressen listening and watching. Tony Dressen, miss seeing you around the rink. Tony Dressen probably didn't know what to do today. No hockey and no Hawkeyes playing today. And no Cyclones playing today. Both Cyclones and the Hawkeyes had the weekend off. Maybe they should have scheduled a rematch for their bye weekend. Flyers bring it down into the Capitals in the rink, try to get around Young. He does. And the Flyers have it by Harvard. Shot on net, saved by Bernie. 1:44 left in the second period, and Bernie comes up big for the Capitals. Yeah, you're right, Tony Dressen. They put me in the corner. Yes, they did. Still, they took pretty good care of me over here. I can't complain. Flyers with it down below the goal line. Centering pass out front, broken up by Kruger. And Kruger gets it up to Hubbard, I'm assuming, as soon as I can look at the number when he gets up. Yep, Hubbard. And the Flyers pick it up in behind their own goal line. Nice hard hit by Hubbard. Centering pass out front, and the Flyers pick it off. Flyers bring it down, and the Capitals in the rank. Shot goes wide past Bernie. Picked up by, oh boy, and Wiersma took a hard hit on the inboards. Right back up he goes, and I think we're going to get a penalty on Wiersma for boarding. That's a nice call there. And the Capitals got a new sponsor, so I'm going to give them the love. You guys all know the Little Debbie Snack Cake Power Play, but we are going to Picket Fence Creamery jumped on board a couple weeks ago with us, and they are going to sponsor this power play. So Picket Fence Creamery power play for the Capitals. You guys look for that logo in your local stores in Des Moines and the surrounding areas. If you get a chance, it's a little bit more expensive than our AE milk or anything else, but support this local dairy that's very small out there in Granger. They have a little shop out there. Go out there and get all the local meats and local milk, and they're super nice people. We put their cream in with our waffles, and oh my gosh, replace your waffle liquid with the cream instead of the water or the milk you guys normally use, and your waffles are unbelievable. Capitals with it now, top of the circle, steering pass out front. Their chocolate milk is to die for. Capitals have it on the far side. Back out to Kruger at the blue line. Shot towards net, tipped wide. Over to play it is Wiersma. Wiersma has it in the corner. Sent off to the far side to Webb. Webb has it now down below the goal line. Centering pass out front to Hubbard. Picked off at the last second. And one of the Flyers player lost his stick. 11 seconds remaining in this period. It looks like the Capitals will start that second period with a power play, unless they score here in the last second or two. Shot, goal! And they did! Goal! From the point, it was Wiersma with 1.7 seconds left in the second period, and they will not start the second period on the power play. And the Capitals go up 3-0. Face off center ice. And that's going to do it for second period action. Capitals up 3-0 with a late goal. Let's see if they got their screen updated here yet before I... Jake Wiersma got credited for the goal. And Hunter Hubbard with the assist. Make it a 3-0 hockey game. All right, that's going to do it for second period action. And if I didn't mention before, with Picket Fence Creamery, their ice cream's unbelievable. Look for their ice cream, too, in your frozen departments, in your local grocery stores. It's unbelievable. They make it homemade every weekend there. They have their own dips, their own just about anything with cream in it. They have it. Be back with third period action in 17 minutes. Thanks for listening to Moines Capitals Hockey. All right, back with you with third period action for the Des Moines Capitals. Somebody brought me a chair. Wasn't that nice of somebody? Two goals in the first period. Clark Kruger and Mason Porup with the 2 goals in the first period. 1 goal in the second period by Jake Wiersma. Only 2 assists in the 3 goals. Jake Wiersma with the first assist. And Hunter Hubbard with the second assist for the second assist of the game. First assist to the Jake Wiersma goal. All right, here we go. Capitals. No, they won't start out in the power play. Why do they have the penalty up there still? We scored, right? We scored at the end of that. So there is no power play. It shows a power play up there, but must not know how to clear it off. All right, so the Flyers will be going the opposite direction of what we are, and the Capitals will be coming straight at us. And the Flyers come down and the Capitals in the rink. I was trying to see who was all out there. It's tough to see that far side of the ice. We'll just wait till they come back here. Kruger's one of them for sure. Now Kruger has it right up the center ice with Porup right out front, and centering pass by Kruger popped over the stick to Porup out there with Hubbard and Stiles. And the defensive side looks like Knopfler. Shot on net, saved by Bernie, and he's just going to hang on to it. 17 left in the third period. Face off to the stick side of Bernie. Capitals win the face-off. They draw it over to the far side. Left there for Christ on the far side. Now here comes the Capitals back the other way with it. Perp catches up to it all the way down on the Flyers in the rink. In behind the Flyers goaltender. Christ with it down below the goal line. Christ getting tied up. Comes right back up with it. Keeps it there for Baxter. Baxter has it now. Searing pass right out front. Shot. Never got there by Christ. Christ with a lot of hard work tonight. Not getting rewarded for it as he's had a few shot attempts, but not getting much on the net. As soon as I say that, he'll probably bury one. That's usually what happens. As I was talking about the Buccaneers being up 3-0, and now that's 3-2 before we went on the air for the third period here at Fremont. So, puck comes all the way down, and the Flyers in the rink, sent over to the far side. And from the point, shot on net, McKinney with the save. And the Flyers pick it up. They send it all the way up through center ice, back out to the blue line, the far blue line. Capitals pick it up. They cycle around. Gabe Myers with it. He brings it all the way down, and the Flyers in the ring, hangs on to it. Down to the goal line it comes, and Gabe getting tied up in the corner, leaves it there for Bragg. Bouncing puck goes to the far side. Bragg stays with it, and Bragg comes up with a nice hustle by Bragg. Keeps the puck alive, and then it squirted free. Capitals touch back up, but the puck stays down, and the Flyers into the rink. Into the corner it goes. Bragg comes in with a big hit, knocks down, put the shoulder on number 45, Hubbard. And here comes the Capitals back the other direction. Right out front, shot, save, loose, and no goal. And that was Bragg coming in, getting the first shot on him, and then Legler tried to poke it in, and the whistle had blown. Oh, don't break his stick. Whew. His stick was caught underneath the back of the netting, and Mom and Dad certainly don't want that stick broken. Legler with a nice effort there by getting to the net, and same thing with Bragg. Face-off's going to be to the stick side of McKinney. Kruger with the face-off. Capitals won the face-off. They draw it on the far side. In behind the goalie is Jones with Hubbard. And the puck comes all the way out the blue line, kept in by Kruger. Kruger jumps up, keeps it in over to the far side. To play it is Poor down in deep. Back to Hubbard. And the puck comes free all the way over to the far side. And the Flyers bring it up and dump it down into the Capitals in the rink. And that's going to be icing. 13:52 left of the third period. 3-0 hockey game. Oh, boy. Big second period for the Stars. This is a 3-3 hockey game. At the end of the second period. Wow. All right, back to the Capitals game here. Face-off to the glove side of Flyers goaltender McKinney. Kruger with the face-off, wins the face-off, but Flyers pick it up. They send it all the way up to the far side. Flyers brings it down across the blue line on the far side. Davison trying to get around Davison, couldn't do it, and Capitals pick it up and come back the other way. Back to have it on the far side is Kruger. Kruger stops, spins, hangs on to it. Centering pass right out front, shot! Tipped in front. I think Jones gets it for the Flyers, and it never made it to the goaltender McKinney for the Flyers. Puck goes free all the way back out to center ice. And here comes the Capitals down in with Knopfler. Knopfler all the way in, and it trickles on net. And I do believe the Flyers are going to get a hooking call. 13:14 left in the third period as the Capitals be on the Picket Fence Creamery power play. Look for Picket Fence Creamery in all your local grocery stores in Des Moines and surrounding areas. Looking for it in the dairy department. Their milk is 100% awesome. Their ice cream is to die for, and their dips and everything else they make is pretty nice, pretty good. So make sure you guys buy that at home and let me know what you think. Buy it one time, you'll be hooked. I guarantee it. The Capitals bring it all the way down, and the Flyers in the rink. That's Webb. Webb has it now. Power play unit out there is Hubbard, Webb, Baxter, Wiersma, and Kruger. Back on the point is Wiersma to shot on net, saved by McKinney. Baxter with the nice shot on net. Nice pass by Webb. Kim Piper watching tonight. Hi, Kim. Face off to the glove side of the Flyers goaltender. Flyers win the face-off. Up into the corner it comes. Young and Tanner Chris picks it off. Back out to the point. Nice pass by Chris to Knopfler. Knopfler back to Myers. Knopfler with it with that hard shot. Shot on net. Saved by McKinney. Off to the corner it goes. Chris keeps it alive. Back out to Knopfler. Fires it. Shot. Tipped off the shin pads of the Flyer player. Capitals have it at the blue line. Over on the near side to play it is Young. Young back to Knopfler. Knopfler with it. And the Flyers tried to clear it out of the zone. Kept in by Young. Young has it now on the half boards. Back to the point it goes to Myers. Myers fires it. Tipped in front. Just shot wide. Tanner Chris with it. Catching up to it. And he puts it on net. McKinney with the save. 38 seconds left on the power play for the Capitals. 11:52 left of the third period. Capitals up 3-0. Face off to the stick side of McKinney for the Flyers. Baxter with the face-off win. Out to the blue line it goes. Wiersma has it on the near side of the ice. Wiersma sends it over to the far side. Kruger at that point. Centering pass out front to Webb. Just whip in front of Webb. Webb couldn't catch up to it. Back out to the point to Wiersma. Wiersma on the far side to Kruger. Kruger now with it. Centering pass out front to Baxter. Backhanded shot. Loose puck saved by McKinney. And that's a nice effort by the Capitals, getting a couple of power play shots on net. McKinney with a good save. 11 seconds left in the third period. 11:25. 11 seconds left of the power play for the Capitals. 11:25 left in the third period. Sent over to the far side. Capitals pick it up. Wiersma has it. Lost the edge and shorthanded coming back the other way. The Flyers with it. And shot on net. Saved by Bernie. He hangs on to it. And I think that would have been an even strength goal as the penalty had expired on the Flyers. Bernie hangs on to it. 11-11 left of the third period. Up by 3. I had a special shout out to Emma Young. Emma Young, she makes the best cookies. Emma's cookies would go good with Picket Fence Creamery milk. Emma left me a nice bag of sugar cookies here, and I have not had a cookie yet, but I definitely will during this intermission in between the varsity and the JV game. But thank you, Emma Young, for always taking care of our team and me with cookies. She says she is going to bring some raisin cookies next weekend to the home opener. Emma is open for business too. She has done graduation cookies for a lot of the players on our team. She did our engagement, my son's engagement cookies, and they were awesome. And that's going to be icing. My wife was texting me here. She wants to know where I have the Little Debbie snatched, packed away at the Bucks Arena. Face off to the glove side of Bernie. My wife is at the Buccaneer Arena watching the Bucks game with friends and family. Capitals have it down, and the Flyers in the rink at the blue line. Couldn't keep it in. Back out to center ice it comes. Picked off by Poor. Shot just goes wide. Hit right in front of us off the glass. And the Capitals have it at the goal line. We got a little extra activity as Poor gets a couple of extra love taps while he was on the ice. No call. It's going to be ice. Ooh, now it's getting chippy on the far side. 9:55 left third. They're going to get a whistle. I'm not sure what the whistle was for. Faceoff's going to come. Must have been offsides. Faceoff's going to come outside the zone on the far side of the ice. If I haven't mentioned and here comes the Capitals down the other direction, right out front. Centering pass broken up. Tanner Chris sitting on the doorstep for it. And he gets hit hard on the far side of the ice, jumps right back up, and he jumps right back in play. I thought, yeah, he is headed to the bench. So hopefully Tanner Christ is all right after that hard hit he took. And he's not a happy camper there. I will definitely keep you updated, Lisa, on Tanner as he went tough into the boards. And the Flyers going to take a penalty. They're going to get I think they're going to get a boarding call on the hit on Tanner Christ. I think that's going to be the call. All right, so we're going to have to get the Little Debbie Snack Cake Power Play going here. And I don't have a logo for the Little Debbie Snack Cake Power Play. .9:14 left of the third period. Power play unit out there. Christ, Kruger, Hubbard, Wiersma, and Ryan Webb. Face off to the glove side of McKinney for the Flyers. And it's going to be a 2-10 on the Flyers. And they're asking for another player to come to the box to serve the 2. I'm always surprised in this league, and I'm not sure why they don't do it in this league. The kid has 12 minutes of penalties, definitely a 10. There's only 9:14 left on the clock, and I'm not sure why they don't just send him to the locker room. In the Buccaneer games, they just send him to the locker room. There's not enough time left in the game to serve that penalty, unless we go to overtime, I guess, and then the kid come back out. But Capitals working it down low, back out to the blue line, and we're going to came in offsides here as Wiersma took it across the blue line and back in, barely. .145 left on the Little Debbie Snack Cake power play, 8:58 left in the third period. Puck goes all the way down into the Capitals in the rink. Back to players. Wiersma, he turns and Burns comes back the other direction. On the top side. Right out front. Goal! Power play goal by Baxter, assisted to Kruger. And the Capitals make this a 4-0 hockey game. Capitals up by 4. 8:42 left in the third period. Five-on-five hockey, despite what the clock says up there. They must not know how to clear the penalties off, so the penalty will stay up there and let it click away itself. Capitals come in. Bragg with a shot on net, save loose. Bragg with a nice hustle, and Starr almost got himself a goal there on the juicy rebound. Capitals with now Bragg steering pass out front. Back over to the far side to Starr. Starr up to Legler. Legler, shot on net, save. And pushing, shoving after the whistle and picking on the little guy out there, Bragg. And a little discussion after the whistle there. I don't think there's going to be any penalties. Both players skate away. Flyers win the face-off, can't get it out. Shot towards the net from the blue line. That came from Young. Resting there, and McKinney for the Flyers going to hang on to it as it came off the end boards right out, back out to the goaltender, and he hangs on to it, covers it up. 8:07 left in the third period, 4-0 hockey game in favor of the Capitals. Puck goes all the way down into the Capitals in the rink. Delayed penalty on the Capitals. And is there a penalty? Brunell with the penalty. 2-minute minor penalty to Brunell. And the Capitals printing needs. Make sure you mention the Des Moines Capitals, and Tyler will give you the Des Moines Capitals discount. Puck comes all the way down into the Capitals, or the Flyers in the rink. Chasing after is Hubbard. Hubbard, Kruger, Stiles, and Knopfler out there for the Capitals. Flyers bring it across the blue line, and the Capitals pick it off. Hubbard gets a shot on net from outside the opposite blue line, and McKinney comes up with a save. Flyers bring it down in, bouncing puck. Bernie steers it off into the corner. Flyers pick it up on the far side. Knopfler in there to dig it out, and he gets it all the way out, sends it down into the Flyers in the rink. Flyers pick it up in behind their own goal line. And the Flyers have it on the far side now, all the way up through center ice, down into the Capitals into the rink. Back to play it as Knopfler. Knopfler up against the half boards. Flyers come up with it. Centering pass out front, right through the paint, and trickles off to the far side. Flyers from the point, shot just goes wide of Bernie, sent off to the left side of the ice, our left, and the Capitals bring it all the way down. Shorthanded try by Kruger. Kruger's all the way in, trying to wrap it around, hangs onto it, back out to Porp, and the Capitals, nice penalty kill there for the Capitals. 32 seconds remaining on the penalty. The Flyers bring it back down into the Capitals in the rink, chasing after it is Wiersma. Wiersma comes up with it down below the goal line, sent over to Webb. Webb has it now up to Kruger. He couldn't reach for it. Back out to center ice it comes. And the Flyers have it at the center ice logo. Backhanded down in, past the goaltender Bernie. Comes off the backboards right out in front. Flyers couldn't get a shot off. Out to the blue line it comes. Shot towards the net. Capitals pick it off. And we're going to get another penalty on the Flyers, I do believe. It's going to be a cross-checking penalty with 1 second remaining in the penalty to Burnell, and Jones goes to the sin bin. Cross-checking's the call. I'm going to get it out of the way as the Capitals make sure you guys stop by in your local grocery stores and look for the Picket Fence Creamery logo there. Like I say, they are awesome to deal with. Awesome creamery out there in Granger. They have free sample Sundays once every month, and boy, if you ever get a chance, follow them on Facebook. If you ever get a chance, go out there to their sample day. We went out last Sunday or the Sunday before and had some free ice cream, and oh my gosh, this is to die for. Their chocolate milk, their white milk. They make a strawberry milk. Tipped in front off the crossbar, and that was tipped by Baxter. And we're going to get a goal! Who got that? Webb. Ryan Webb with the goal. Power play goal by the Capitals. Capitals up 5-0. I was kind of looking the opposite direction as the play came down. .5-0 hockey game. What time is it? Almost 8 o'clock. Face-off center ice. Bragg with the face-off. Out there with Starr and Legler. And I'm not sure what's going on in front of the bench. I don't think they liked our line change, but it was off a goal, so I'm not sure why they couldn't make a line change, a late line change. Anyway, more off and running for the, and now the Capitals are going to make a line change. Puck comes all the way down, and the Capitals in the rink sent wide. I'll get wide plays down there at the opposite end. I will get you the, I'll get this pulled up. Get the assist on the goals here. All righty. The fifth goal. How the puck comes down into the Flyers in the rink by Starr. Starr off into the corner to play it in behind the net is Bragg. Bragg back to Legler, sending pass out front, back out, shot, save, loose, goal! Legler with the sixth goal of the night and makes this a 6-0 hockey game at 5:10 left in the third. And after that fifth goal, the fifth goal was Ryan Webb, power play goal, assisted by Brent Baxter and Clark. Capitals up by 6. Should be a running clock now. And Legler with the goal. Not sure if there will be an assist on that. It was kind of off the rebound. But going to be a 6-0 hockey game. Puck goes all the way down here, and the Flyers in the rink. Left there for Kruger. Kruger with it now down below the goal line. Trying to wrap it around. Searing pass out front. Back out to the point. Knopfler with a shot saved by McKinney. Off to the far side to play it is Porp. 4:43 remaining in the third, and the Flyers send it all the way down into the Capitals end of the rink. Back out to center ice to play it is Kruger. Kruger dances around one of the players, almost dangled the second one, couldn't quite do it. Back out to the point it goes, fires it off the shin pads of the Flyers player. That was Stiles. Face off to the glove side of McKinney for the Flyers. 4:02, and it is run clock now. Buccaneers game shortly into the third period. Still a 3-3 hockey game at Bucks Arena. As this clock runs down, we'll shut this broadcast down and fire it back up for the JV game. Capitals have it now at center ice. Back to Laprade. Laprade shot on net by Baxter. And the puck comes free. Over the plate is Webb. Webb centering pass out front to Laprade and couldn't hang on to it. The puck comes free all the way out to center ice. Back to play it is Myers. Myers down and in his defensive side of the ice. Sent over to the far side. Flyers tried to keep it at the blue line. Couldn't do it. Squirts free back out to center ice. And the Capitals bring it down into the Flyers in the rink. Shot on net, saved by McKinney. Nice shot by Young. Back out to play it is Webb. Webb on the near boards. Left there by Young. Young has it now. Centering pass. Broken up. Webb has it down in behind the goaltender on the far side. And to help out is Laprade. Laprade back to play to Baxter. Baxter centering pass out to Webb. That got broken up. And sorry, folks. Puck's left the playing surface. Clock's ticking away. 2:10 left in the third. Capitals win the face over to Baxter. Red rode the blue line there. Capitals couldn't keep it in. They touch up. Back in it comes. Chasing after it is Starr on the far side with a little help by Bragg. On the corner it goes. And the shot on net saved by McKinney. A nice shot by Starr. 1:30 left in the third. 6-0 hockey game. Capitals back in action tomorrow morning at 8:30 a.m. Caps will be at home next weekend, 3-game weekend, right off the bat, second week out of the regular season. Capitals will play Mason City on Friday and Lincoln Saturday, Sunday. It'll be Capitals home opener on Friday night. Home openers are always fun. Puck goes all the way down into the Flyers in the rink. Up against the half boards is inboards, to Starr. Over to the far side. I think Davison's going to take a penalty here. And they do. Davison's going to get a kneeing call for Davison. But that's going to pretty much do it as 40 seconds remaining in the period. We'll get it off the last. Tyler's done it. You'll see him next weekend. Our senior posters and our team posters will be out and about next weekend. And Des Moines Printing did all the printing for that. They are doing the ad booklet this year for the Capitals. I know he has been busy putting that stuff together. Capitals are going to be 1-0, 1 win, 0 losses after one game this year. And that's going to do it as it winds down. 5 seconds, 3, 2. And that's going to do it for the varsity action here. Good game for the first game for the Capitals. 6 goals scored. I can go through the scoring summary here real quick. If anybody... Clark Kruger with the first goal. Mason Port with the second goal. Jake Wiersma with the third goal. Brent Baxter with the fourth goal. Ryan Webb with the fifth goal, and it's just now updating. John Legler with the sixth goal. Jake Wiersma with the assist. Hunter Hubbard with the assist. Clark Kruger with the assist, with 2 assists tonight. Brent Baxter with the assist, and Sam Knopfler with the assist. Penalties look like they are pretty even in the game. I'm not going to go through the penalties. But that's going to do it with the varsity matchup. JV up next. They're going to come out and warm up on dirty ice, and then a scrape, and then the first period of JV will get started. It's 8:07. I would assume we'll be back in action about 8:40 for the JV game. I am going to take a long break here and sign off. Be back with the first period action in about 40 minutes. Thanks for listening to Des Moines Capitals Hockey.